Alrighty, boys and girls. Whoa! Was how to shut off your snowblower and shut it down after you're done using it video it exploded. And some of the comments I got back, you have snow on your snowblower. You should not have snow on your snowblower. You should run the carburetor dry. You should store it indoors. You should do this, you should do that. Here, let's get some reality into this. Snowblowers blow snow. That's what they do. Yes, they get snow on them. That's what they do. Yes, some snow sticks to them. Yes, that's what happens. Is it detrimental? Doubtful. The only thing that I can say is detrimental about snow is that slushy, salty, nasty crap that's at the edge of the driveway. That is detrimental to your snowblower. That would be recommended to clean it off. So that's all I got to say about that. So let's start the snowblower. First thing we're going to do, function check. That works. My control lever engages. My other control lever engages. One thing I did want to say is I'm going to start it with electric start today, because if you do not use your electric starter and it's there when you need it, it won't be working. I guarantee it. They get old, they get stuck, and bad things happen. Some of you folks out there said I don't explain things enough, so here we go. So my fuel is already on, because guess what I did? I left it on. Did the snowblower burst into flames? No, it didn't. We're good. And so, key ignition, turn it on. Yes, both keys are there. Okay, no, one key's not in the house to save it as a spare. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Run. So we're going to put it on full run, because they don't like to start on the idle circuit. Sorry, gotta focus. Focus, you bastard. So I'm on full run. See, rabbit, not turtle. Rabbit fast, turtle slow. I don't explain things enough, I was told. Choke. Put the choke to the start position, okay? It's right here on the sticker. Start position. Can you read that? Choke. Turn the key to run. Turn the fuel on. 3 times you hit the primer and pull the rope. 1, 2, 3. Today we're using the electric start because I want to make sure it's good. Oh, by the way, stand by. I missed a step, and we'll fix it right now. We're going to check the oil. Okay? Now, there's multiple ways of checking the oil. So we'll do this. This is kind of goofy one-handed, but I'll wipe it off on my perfectly clean, brand new shop cloth. There. See, that's wiped off. We want to keep the oil level between the 2 dots. I don't care what anybody says. When you do it by the manual, it doesn't go up to the 2 dots. I like to keep it at the 2 dots. You keep yours where you want yours. I'll keep mine where I want mine. So if it goes under the bottom dot, you're definitely... And that says, focus. Trying to focus it. Let's do it down here. It's just below the dot. I'm okay with that for today, because I'm not sure how many more snows we got, and she'll be due for an oil change soon to pack it away for the winter, summer. So we'll do that. Okay, here we go. Turned the ignition off by accident. Oh, you know, it's not perfect. There, it's running. Auger engages. Right. Now we'll go over the turn-off sequence again. Right? If you have a throttle control. Cold right now. The engine's cold. It doesn't want to run on idle too good. You can idle it down. Do you need to? Probably not. Is it a good idea? I think so. So, you know, you got to do with what you want to do. So let's pretend. We can pretend, right? We're adults here. That this snowblower just finished blowing an entire driveway. And we're ready to shut it down. So we idled it down. Cool off the valves, because that's what that does. It cools the valves off. Oh, there, she's idling now. That's pretty good carburetor. I mean, that's idling down to almost nothing. Doing a good job. You think I might know a thing or two. and we shut the ignition off, and we shut the fuel off. That's how I do it. Do I run the carburetor dry? No, I do not. Stand by for a second. This carburetor happens to be off a GX390 engine. Very similar. I would think almost a clone of what these bad boys are. They share a lot of the similarities, and there's some are different. But I'll tell you right now, shutting off the fuel to run the carburetor dry, it doesn't work. It's not real. The fuel there's always fuel in these bowls unless you remove the bowl and you take the fuel out. This Honda in particular does not use oil filters. It uses a sediment cup on the shutoff valve. That's where that is. For all you guys that are experiencing surging engines, here's your problem right there. Right underneath this screw, that's the idle speed screw, is the pilot jet, and it's in this plastic piece. If you have problems with it going run constantly, it's because the motor is doing this. It's throttling back and forth because it runs out of fuel, throttles up to keep it running. Runs out of fuel, throttles up to keep it running. Runs out of fuel, throttles up to keep it running. That's the governor. The governor's trying to maintain full speed. When the governor says full speed with no load, it would run away if it moved to this position without the governor. But the governor's trying to keep the engine running. So here's the culprit. You have to undo this screw and pull this out with a pair of pliers. It'll pop right out. It's only held in by O-rings. And the fact that this screw sits on top of it to keep it in. This is your idle mixture screw right here. This one. This is a pollution carburetor, and it happens to have that little dewey on there to stop you from turning it or taking it out. If you need to service the carburetor, you'll have to cut this little thing off. A Dremel tool does a great job at that. Figure it out on your own. Here's the choke. Pretty easy. And here is the throttle plate. You'll see inside if you look through the bore. There it is. You can see that little tit sticking out of there. Let me get into some light. Can you see it? I think you can see it. Don't give me a hard time. There it is. I'll use it to reflect it. That's where the idle fuel mixture comes out of. There you go. You can see it. Down up ahead of that. I don't know if I can get them to come in. There's air transfer slots. And that's where, there it is, right? You can barely see them down there. That's where the primary comes in, or the pilot jet. As you can see, they're over top of the pilot jet. Those holes have to be clear. Don't jam stuff in there. If you got to clear them, try to use compressed air. There, you can see them there. You can get in on an angle to clean them out. That'll help with your idling. When she's in high speed mode, the throttle is open like somewhere in here, depending on how much load's on the engine. Because remember, the governor controls RPM, and it counts for load. So as the load increases, the governor opens the throttle to give it more fuel and air for more power to maintain the desired RPM. Okay, it's the desired set RPM. That's what that does. So the whole system is pretty simple. Yes, you can mess it up. So I just wanted to give you guys a rundown how to start it, and when it starts, you run into problems. 9.9 times out of 10, let me rephrase that. It is going to be this guy right here, your carburetor. And if you're a snowblower owner or lawnmower owner or whatever small engine owner you are, and with today's fuels, it is unpredictable if you're going to have fuel problems. Should you run fuel additives like Stable? I believe in Stable for short-term storage, and I use it. So there you go. If that's not clear enough, if you guys want to comment, you can tell me if I didn't explain everything good enough. I went through it kind of quickly. If you want, I'll do a teardown of a carburetor. This is a great example because it's big and you can see a lot. We can tear down a carburetor. We can go through it step by step. This one happens to be brand new from a GX390. It's a Honda engine. And I've had it for a while, but I keep it around. So there it is. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thank you guys for the support on the how to shut it down video. That was just absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't believe how well a 2 minute 18-second video went, so now I'm long-winded. You asked for it, you got it. Anyway, take care, like, subscribe, ring the bell, come back often. I'll post this video in about a half an hour and we'll get it up there. I got a little bit of snow blowing to do. I got to clean the driveway up. And by the way, why I don't put it indoors is because here's my shop at my new homestead. There is no door. There's no roll-up door. I cannot get it inside. Going up that ledge into that door, it fits, but it is a nightmare, and I'm not going to do it. So I'm sorry, you guys, if you don't like snow on my snowblower. It's a snowblower. It's made to blow snow. Thank you. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, check back off, and see you soon. Bye now.